Good afternoon and welcome to my craft studio. This afternoon I want to show you Snailed It and Fancy Phrases. Now tomorrow is World Card Sending Day, so we're we're in a pandemic and it'd be lovely to send people a card to cheer them up. I mean, so many people are really struggling during lockdown, and it would be a lovely thing to send a card, a bit like a paper hug. So I'm going to be using Snailed It from the Snail Mail suite from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to put Fancy Phrases with it. So put those to one side. I've already started preparing the bits. I've stamped these images and I've punched them out with the postage stamp punch, which is a brilliant punch. I've also stamped it on the envelope. It mustn't have a naked envelope, and I've stamped it on a piece to go inside the card. I started colouring it, so I'm going to carry on colouring this. I've got dark smoky slate here. I don't suppose snails are really this colour, but this snail is. If you saw my previous video about snail mail, you know that I was talking about Brian for the Magic Roundabout. Sorry about my fingers, they're covered in glue. I used to love the Magic Roundabout. Shows my age, doesn't it? I didn't like the modern version. I think they spoilt it. I used to have two pigs. They were pot-bellied pigs, and they were called Dougal and Florence from the Magic Roundabout. Unfortunately, although they lived to a really good old age, they're dead now. And I have two little stones in the garden to remember them by, and people often stop and comment on the stones. I've had several people think that the pigs are actually under the stones. They're not. They're just commemorative little plaques. Got some for my cats as well. Oh dear, I missed his antennae stalks, if that's a word. I'm just going to colour that in with the blends. I'm not going to do too much because I'm going to put a resin heart on this. Well, not on the envelope, but on the actual outside of the card. Right. So that's that bit done. Put those bits to one side. Then next I am going to stick. Now this is designer series paper, and you think, well, what on earth have you done to this bit of paper, Rosie? Well, I've done a technique called gutting, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on top of there. So I've just got a little border of the paper, and obviously it'd be a huge waste of this pretty paper. So I've cut out the toadstools. And I'm going to fussy cut around them properly later. So I've just cut those out so as not to waste them. So I'm just going to glue this onto here. I need to be aware that I've got holes in it because I don't want the glue all over my piece of paper. So I'll stuck that on there. And I'm going to stick that on to this bit. I've only left a very, very minute border. Give it a bit of definition. With the wet glue, you do get a chance to move it about a bit if you're not happy with where it is. It's not very straight. That's a bit better. Right. So now I'm going to stamp my sentiment. The sentiment comes from Fancy Phrases. And I thought that's lovely. Sending a little smile away. That's just what people need. So what I do is I cut out a piece of copy paper to the same size as the piece that I'm going to be stamping on. And as I'm stamping direct to card, I like to put it in my stamparatus in case I make a mistake. You know, with a stamparatus, if it doesn't come out really well the first time, you can stamp it up again. I'm just inking up the stamp. I'm going to close it down and press down. I'd already positioned it with the piece of copy paper. As I say, you have to excuse my hands. There we are. That bit's done. Oh, it's a little bit smudged there. I might just try again. I've just recently inked this up and I think that's the problem. Don't want to put quite so much ink on it this time. Be a bit more gentle. No, made it worse. We'll go with this side. Right. Close up that. I'm going to stick this on here. Like that. I stick my inside in. Got glue everywhere. My inside bit. And I'm going to stick this bit on here. See, that's quite effective, putting the DSP underneath. And then the bits I punched out, I'm going to actually put on dimensionals to give it a bit of a lift off the card. Try and get it as straight as possible. So I'm putting the snail in the middle, and I'm putting these two either side, like that. Just get some dimensionals out. Stick these here. It'd be easier if I took them out of the packet. Ugh. Right, to get that as central as possible. That's a bit over to one side. If you just lay it on and don't actually stick it down, you've got a chance of moving it. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. You might think I'm using an excessive amount of dimensionals, but I don't like the middle to be pushed in. If you're sending it through the post, the middle can get pushed in by the machinery. I don't want it flattened when the recipient gets it. Turned to a really nice day today. It's so foggy this morning. I went out and I didn't go out till nearly 9 o'clock. I had to go and get some potatoes. And the car was frozen at 9 o'clock and it was foggy. But now it's turned into a really nice day. Right, make sure that's lined up. Right. And then I'm going to stick some hearts on. These are the hearts from the Snail Mail suite. Use my take a pick tool. And I made a discovery. These are exactly the same size as the little stamp on the envelope, which is great. So put that up there. And that one there. Although there aren't many colours on here, I think the black and the red really set it off. And then just to finish, I'm going to add some, these are called antiqued corners and slides elements. And I'm going to use a couple of the corners and I'm going to stick them here and here. I haven't actually found a use for the slides yet. I'm sure I will. They're really cute. I think that's the right side. Let's have a go with those. You see I've been using the corners. You get 30 in there, so 15 of each sort. Right, and now use some glue dots to stick the corners on. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Move my little toaster. I'm not going to stick it absolutely at the corner. I'm going to leave a little tiny, I don't know whether you can see, just bring it in slightly like that. And then do the same on the opposite corner. I'm not going to put them on all four corners. I don't think it needs it. So one of these, they're really strong, these glue dots. Again, try and get the same. Clear away the rubbish. And there we have it. Snail mail card. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and if you subscribe you'll be notified when I upload another video, and also if you share it will help my channel. Many thanks. Bye bye.